Hi there, Joka here with an old video I haven't posted yet. Here I'm using the collection from Spellbinders, Simon Hurley, and it's called Photosynthesis. This is from a few months ago, but I haven't posted it because the whole collection was sold out on day one. Now I noticed that it's back, or at least some of it is back in stock, so I thought this would be a good time. So this is the first set. It's also my favorite, the ceramic vases with different patterns, or you can also just use the outer the outline die, and then it doesn't have any pattern. Then there are these flowers with the long stems that are perfect to put in your vases. There's a bunch of different designs, and they are all layering flowers. Then the next one is a frame, a daffodil frame. Again, there's a couple of different ways you can use this. You can use just the frame, or you can cut a window in a card. Now this one is a few different, how should I call them? A bunch of lines, glimmer plates that you can use together or separately. Then there's a glimmer sentiment set, and then this background plate in a chevron design. So I will not use the one of the glimmer sets, the stripes. I don't know why I did not use it. I don't remember anymore. I don't know when this came out. It was, I really don't remember, quite a few months ago. Now I started again. This is something I don't do almost ever, but I cannot. You know, I love my colors. I don't like not having colors on my die cut. So this was my only option, because the dies are such that they emboss the pattern, right? So I needed to add colors in some way or another, and this is an easy way for me. I do have a lot of watercolors, but these are the really the simplest ones, because you can add as much color. These are really pigmented, these zig pens, and you don't even need to add water if you don't want to. But because they are so pigmented, I think they don't often look like watercolor, because pastels, to achieve pastels with these, at least for me, it's almost impossible. But I do prefer bold colors, so for me they are perfect. But they are so old that some of them are probably more dry than others. However, I think I managed to do what I wanted. This was a bit more difficult, I think, this pattern, to add rainbow colors, which was my idea. But if you notice, I'm just coloring sections and then wait for them to dry, because if I don't, then they will be muddy, especially with these darker colors, the blue and purples. So yeah, this pattern was the hardest, I remember, to figure out where to add which color so that I still have the rainbow, basically. And then in these ones as well, they are such small shapes that it's impossible to add water, honestly. But in any case, I actually don't mind the way they turned out. I like the bold colors. And on this one, I'm going in from darkest to lightest color from the sides. So I'm going to add darker colors on both sides, and then in the middle it's gonna be the lighter ones, if that makes sense. So I kind of try to, it's not symmetrical, I don't think, but I try to go that way, if that makes any sense. I don't think so. Um, anyway, this card is super simple because I really will not add anything else. I wanted these colorful vases to be the focal point, so I'm not even adding any color background. Now here what I did, I added some gold. You cannot really see that it's gold, but it's a gold pen, a Sharpie. I think it was a Sharpie. Yeah, a gold Sharpie. I added some details because I don't know, something didn't look right with those. I'm not sure I really like them with those gold lines. This is the paper I used, by the way. This was my last sheet, so I don't even know where to buy it anymore. So what I was saying, I just cut a piece of this cardstock because it has such a beautiful texture for my background for these vases, and then I will just add foam tape to some of these, actually different foam tapes, so that there is different depth to each of them, and then I'll just glue those down, and in the end I'm going to snap some sentiment on it, and that's gonna be it. I did not add anything to it, and this is a normal slimline card, so that means 3.5 by 8.5 inches. So as you see, I'm just lining up my vases in, I don't know, in whatever order. I didn't I don't know, just what looked good to my eyes. Then I'm moving on to my next card. This is the Daffodil frame, and you see I also die cut it from green, but I did not like the frame to be green, so I don't know, I'm kind of used to just white die cuts when it's shaped like this. Maybe that's from my scrapbooking past, when every cut file I just cut from white paper, like 99% of the time, because that's what I liked. So I left the stems white, and I'm just going to add the leaves in green, to two different kinds of greens, and obviously the flower should be white or yellow. I think at least those are the two colors I've ever seen in my life. But I went with orange. I went with pinks because I don't know, yellow and it's a preference. I don't really like yellow and green together, so I went with pink. And then to add something a little bit extra, I added this pattern paper behind them. As you see, I created two of these slim frames because I wanted to create a 5 by 7 inch card. I actually don't remember, unfortunately, how big this frame is, but you will see on the big, on the 5 by 7 inch card how big it is. I think probably like not even a mini slimline size. Then I needed another vase for my next card. I only painted that in pinks, and I die cut my flowers in pinks, and one of them in, I think, some kind of cream color. And I have 5 of them as far as I remember, so I'm just going to quickly show you how to put them together, although probably at this point you all already have this collection. But yeah, I was I guess a little slow posting it. So they are actually really simple to line up, and as far as I remember, I actually created 2 layers. I added a layer of white cardstock behind each of them so that they are more sturdy, but I never put that in the video because it's just, it's already too long. Then I'm adding some foam tape to the vase, and I'm creating the background. This one is also going to be a 5x7 card, and for this I die cut the Chevron pattern, or this background. I think I die cut that twice and layered it up. And this is actually an A2 cover plate, so it's going to be kind of like a frame on my larger card, as you can see it. And I put this gray pattern paper behind it so that it kind of pops, or all the pinks and yellow pops on it. And then I'll just arrange my flowers in a way that I like them. No rhyme or reason. So I think there were some, the stems, I think I turned them around in some cases so that the flowers went in a different direction. But again, I could be wrong. It was really so long ago that I, unfortunately, since then I've had so many videos that I created. And as my son pointed out today, I really don't remember things that happened yesterday either. So yeah, my memory is not the best. So yeah, I think that's all. That's gonna be this card. And then I will have to create the sentiments, which will be the foiled sentiments. I'm not saying that's the only thing I like to use my Glimmer machine for, but really it's the one thing that I enjoy doing on my Glimmer, the sentiments. And I think back then, this was the first time I actually tried the white sentiment, as far as I remember, or the white foil. It's a matte foil and it's fantastic. I love it. Yes, it doesn't even look like foil, but it gives a much better result, at least for me, than embossing powder, because I don't have the flyaways on it. So I loved it right away. So I'm going to use one of them on this card. It has, I don't remember if it's called Lunar Gray. It's a darker gray cardstock from Spellbinders that I foiled here. And then on another card, I am going to use the gold one, which is honestly 99% of the time is the gold foil that I'm using. And here I place it on the middle vase because I don't know, I just liked what that looked like. And to finish my last card, it was actually my second card, I think, or the first one, I don't even remember, but I didn't finish it because I could not decide on the background color. Eventually I settled on this pink pattern paper, which I now realize I also used for one of this month's cards. I forgot about that. So anyway, another white foil sentiment, and then this card is done. I know I'm late with these products, but I hope I could give you some inspiration. Maybe you already have the products and you haven't used them yet. I know I'm guilty of that, buying everything and then using nothing. So maybe I can push you towards using them a little bit. Okay, thank you very much for watching, and I'm gonna be back on the 6th with the kit videos of this month. Thank you. Bye-bye.